Really hoping to see a Marlin today, but I guess that's just not going to happen. Tournament officials called day 4 a slower pace offshore with only about 56 boats out on the water and about 250 of them taking a lay day. Now, this is required. There are 2 days out of the 6 where the anglers will have to kind of take a day off, but there's also another reason for that. We've got News 12's Maya Cruz here. You talked with one of the captains, and they kind of explained to you, why today? Why that decision?
Well, some fishermen say that the wind is something that can really be an inconvenience. The wind can have an impact both below and above the water, making it difficult for fishermen to steer the boat or even get the fish to catch the bait. While the weather was an inconvenience for some, it was also a blessing for others.
We've got a wonderful day. The breeze is blowing. We're just having an awesome time out here.
Oh, it's perfect. We picked the perfect day to come down here.
It makes things a little bit harder, but you're going to have pretty days, you're going to have not so pretty days, so you got to take the good with the bad.
You sure? All right.
For visitors, today was a perfect day to see the Big Rock tournament. As for fishermen taking a lay day, they say this day also allowed their boats to take a break. While there were no fishermen who caught a blue marlin, there were several visitors who caught a cool breeze. And they say, many fishermen say tomorrow they hope will be better than today.
Now, of course, we're all out here eager to see those fish come in. We just had a dolphin come in a few minutes ago. Unfortunately, no marlin today, but there is still plenty to see out here. And that's evident with the crowds behind me still lining the barriers out here. And there's so much more to the tournament as well, even giving back to the community. And I have someone here with me just for you at 5:30. We've got Steve Goyon here, and he's got a special part of this tournament. Tell us a little bit about your involvement with this.
Well, very fortunately, I've been able to be the Big Rock artist probably about 15 times in the last 20 years. I travel around the world doing this with Blue Marlin events from all over. But living in Wilmington the last 18 years, it's really special for me when I get to come and come right up in here to Morehead City and help celebrate this incredible weekend tournament.
And kind of give us a perspective about how significant the art is. Not only is it pretty to look at, but it also serves a great cause.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, it starts in September when I work with the Big Rock Committee and we come up with the concept, and I create an original watercolor pen and ink illustration. It's used for the T-shirts you see going around, all promotion and marketing, but most importantly, the original is auctioned off on Sunday at the awards banquet, and every penny that is raised goes to the Big Rock Foundation, and it's raised as much as $50,000 from some very generous donors.
So, of course, a follow-up question I have to ask you with this as we wrap this up here is just how does it make you feel to have continued involvement in this and also know that your art helps give back to the local community?
Yeah, it's so wonderful. It still amazes me that someone is willing to pay $50,000 for something that I created, but it's all tied into the Big Rock. Just wonderful people, and the Big Rock is the Big Rock because of the people who run it. They do a spectacular job, and it's an honor to be part of it.
Day 4 is starting to come to a close here at the tournament, but there's still people out here enjoying the day, albeit sunny but windy, and there is a slower pace out offshore today. That's what tournament officials are calling it, because there's only about 50 or so boats that went out on the water today, and about 250 sat out for their lay day. Now, there is 6 days of fishing, but that means they have to take 2 days for that lay day. And there's also other reasons why the anglers choose the days that they do, and this wind is a big part of that. And we've got Maya Cruz here, and she has talked to the anglers and has a look at why they choose the days that they do to do those lay days.
Actually, Abby, the weather is actually a reason why several fishermen choose their lay day. They say specifically the wind can have an impact and can sometimes be an inconvenience, seeing as it can impact both above and below the water, making it difficult to control the bait or getting fish to catch the bait. While the weather was an inconvenience for some, it was a blessing for others.
We've got a wonderful day. The breeze is blowing. We're just having an awesome time out here.
Oh, it's perfect. We picked the perfect day to come down here.
It makes things a little bit harder, but you're going to have pretty days, you're going to have not so pretty days, so you got to take the good with the bad.
For visitors, today was the perfect day to see the Big Rock Tournament. As for fishermen, taking a lay day also allows their boats to take a break. While there were no fishermen who caught a blue marlin today, there were several visitors who did catch a cool breeze. And they say, as far as the fishermen, that they hope tomorrow will bring a better catch. What do you say, Abby?
I say I'd like to see my first marlin in person, and I know some of these anglers would like to get one too. But aside from not seeing any marlins today or yesterday come up and get weighed, we did have the biggest wahoo catch of the day just a few minutes ago. So still something very exciting for the people that are still out here enjoying what's left of day 4. The weather has a big impact on all fishermen, including ones at the Big Rock Tournament. The wind can change things both above and below the water, making it hard to control the boat or getting fish to catch the bait. So many fishermen took a lay day today. The weather was an inconvenience for some, but it was a blessing for others.
We've got a wonderful day. The breeze is blowing. We're just having an awesome time out here.
Oh, it's perfect. We picked the perfect day to come down here.
It makes things a little bit harder, but you're going to have pretty days and you're going to have not so pretty days. So you got to take the good with the bad.
For visitors, today was the perfect day to see the Big Rock Tournament. As for fishermen taking a lay day, they say this day also allowed their boats to take a break. No blue marlins boated today, but we've got the leaderboard available for you on our website.